France is known as a colorblind society, and I wanted to ask the question about whether having Black spaces that focus on Black identity is essential even within a society that says that race does not matter. Jeannine's dance school is in Lille, France, and it provides the perfect atmosphere and space where people of color and people of African descent can feel empowered and can feel that they're part of a larger community. Let's have a conversation to learn more about Jeannine's story.
Welcome in my place. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Jeannine. You are in my place. I'm 43 years old, but don't tell it. I'm younger in my head. Okay, come with me. I'm gonna show you what we do here. Okay, so this is a dance center, Afro-dance center, especially. So we do. I'm gonna show you my dance place, my dance studio. Okay, come on, guys. Okay, this is the first place, and be careful of the step. And this is the dance studio.
Wow, so what kind of dances do you do here?
Okay, we have the biggest dance studio here in Lille, because we are in Lille, in the northern part of the France, like 1 hour from Paris with the fast train. So we do some Afro dances from Africa, but urban. Okay, not traditional one, urban. And we also do dances from West Indies, like Soca, okay, from Trinidad, and also dances from USA, like hip hop, and twerk also, and from Brazil. Brazil, I teach Samba. Okay, so many dances from Monday to Saturday. We have some kids, we have some teenager and adults also, and we have the basic level and the intermediate level. Sorry for my English. This is a dance studio, but this dance studio belongs to a bigger association. And come with me, I'm gonna tell you about this association.
How big are your classes?
We have some classes with like 25 students. This is the office where, I'm think about project and how to earn money about the business. Okay, sorry for the mess, but
Awesome.
welcome.
Okay.
My parents used to live near Paris, but I chose to come in the northern part of France, especially in this town named Lille, to follow my studies. That's how I arrived in this city, and I love this city so much, so I decided to stay, and I decided to do my study, and also to work, and also to do my business. I started my business like 10 years ago, because first of all, I study communication, and when I finished my study, I used to work in a communication agency, but I didn't like it. I feel very boring, and I wanted to experiment, something new, and I didn't find my place. So I start to work in a jewel business, jewel company. It was a small company, and I used to go, in India to buy some stones and buy some jewels also. And it was very interesting work, because I feel free, to do what I wanted. For example, I could organize some events, because I used to manage a small shop. So there I could organize some events. I could buy jewelry and stones, also semi-precious stones. Travel in India. It was an amazing experience, and do advertising also, because I have a advertising diploma, communication diploma. So it was the beginning also of the social media. So I decided to really put my ready to how to express myself in this business. 6 years after, I really feel like I need to do something by myself, because since I'm younger, I really want to create something by myself, something which represents me, something which represents me, represent my passion, and what I like in my life. And I'm really passionate about jewelry, travel, dances, African cultures, business, and empowerment also. And I didn't know how to combine all this passion. So this work, this job didn't exist. So I created I created this my agency. I call it Wawa, like this, because I went one time when I was younger, when I was 20 years, I went in Senegal, in Africa, western part of Africa, and I fell in love with this country. And you know, when there's a language in Senegal called Wolof, and Wawa, it means yes, oui. And I really like this positive word, so I just sum up the word. It's not wow, but Wawa, and I really love this word. So I decided to name my association like as Wawa, and we did some production. We did dances. I create a dance studio. We did the events also. I realize and I create many events about, you know, the fashion, because I love fashion. I create events about the beauty of the skin, the black skins, and curly and frizzy hair. It was something amazing. I do so many things. I create a web magazine. So I put in this project all my passion, all my love for my culture. In 2018, I feel very tired, so I stopped it and I decided to focus myself on what gave me money. It was dance. So I decided to focus myself on my dance studio, and I decided to make it grow. But what's coming in 2020? COVID. So we stopped the business. But during this time, I decided to just focus on my business. You know, when the COVID finished, we became one of the bigger dance school about urban African dances in Lille.
Can you talk about, you mentioned about your pride and your identity. Can you talk about where that came from? Did it come from your upbringing, or what gave you that pride?
Okay, I was born in Paris, like I said, and but I spent 10 years in Cameroon, in the central part of Africa. Beautiful country. If you want to visit one country in Africa, start with Cameroon. And after my parents, they decided to come back in France, and it was a huge experience for me, like strange experience, because I suffered from racism, but I didn't care about it because, you know, I was with my family, and I was just enjoying the life. And after, when I traveled to Senegal, when I was in Cameroon, I thought that every Africans, they are the same, you know, because I didn't travel around Africa, and I thought that, you know, Ivory Coast, they dress like the same than Cameroon, that they have the same mindset or the same culture, but it was wrong. And when I arrived in Senegal, it was like, oh my God, I love this different part of Africa. I love this different culture. I thought, okay, I am from Cameroon, but I African. They are from Senegal. They are African, but we are different. In the same time, we have some common things. This was a really interesting experience for me. And then after this, like when I was 22 years old, I discovered Brazil. And for me, Brazil, it was an amazing experience. I discovered the Samba. I discovered, you know, the dance Samba. I discovered also all the Afro-Brazilian legacy, and how it's is living in Brazil. Uh, about the food, about the culture, about the dance, about the art. When I discovered the story, the history of Afro-Brazilian descent, I feel very proud, to be an African. Um, I decided to do something with this legacy, and I think about how can I increase this legacy, at my level. I have so many passion in my life. I study, I travel around the world. How can I increase this legacy? And that's how I started to think about my project.
So, you mentioned dance, you mentioned history, and also teaching it here. When you're talking about legacy, why is it important to focus on dance or focus on how to do hair? Why is this important to pass down to others?
I'm really obsessed. I talk about this legacy. The fact that people, they were enslaved from Africa to West Indies, South America, North America, and they resist. Since years, they resist, and I'm really obsessed about how they resist, and how this legacy they influence influences the rest of the world. For example, in the fashion, you know, we have a huge influence about Black people in the fashion, in arts, in music, everywhere. And I'm really obsessed also about um, increase this legacy. The reason why I work on subject like the hair, the skin, the black skins, and the curly hair, frizzy hair, black hair. Actually, it's because I'm living in a racism country, and I really want, because I have huge inspiration from a black woman from USA, especially from USA, because we have similar fights. It's not the same history, my history is not the same than a black woman from America, but similar um, with the fight. We fight to have good education. We fight our emancipation. We fight to, our self-confidence, to take our place, to have a seat on the table. We fight also for this. And I didn't mention it, but in my school, there are so many kids, especially girls. 90% they are girls. 99% they are girls, and they are mixed or black girls. So I really want to teach them how to be confident, in front of the adversity and in front of this world. This society, this racism society, and I really want they feel pride proud for, because they have curly hair, because they have brown skin or something like this. I really want to give them weapon, weapon to defend. And I'm really obsessed also by this, because I grew up in this society, and I was very lucky, because as I travel, I could go, I could, yeah, go, for example, in England, where I could see on the TV, a black woman as a as layer, as important work. So it's very important for me, the representation. I really want to do the same in my dance school, to be like a model and inspiration. That's the word, inspiration.
A lot of people from the United States some of them might not know that there's people of African descent in France. And then there's another side where people assume that because France is liberté, a color-blind country, that racism doesn't exist.
That's totally false. Yeah, racism. That's the paradox, because They say, for example, the name race doesn't exist in French. You know, we talk about ethnicity or origins, not race. And the problem is that people, they try to make believe that color doesn't exist, but in reality, we are not colorblind. I'm not colorblind. I know that uh, your color, matter. The problem is as the politics, they want they want people are colorblind. So if you are colorblind, you can talk about the problem. You know what I mean? But there's a problem. There's many problems, and we have to recognize this problem. We have to talk about this problem, and when we talk about this problem, we can find solutions. So racism exists in France. We have so many problems, with the police, with the if you want to find a job, work, if you want to find apartment, it's the same problems than USA. We have less violence, but we have also violence, and it's the same. We have to fight.
For people that would like to visit Lille, what sort of a recommendation would you give them? Because most people focus on Paris and they don't know any place else.
Oh, you have to come in Lille because I love my country because people are very nice here, nicer than Paris. It's so cool because it's a small town. We have so many places to visit. I mean, cultural places like many museums, and also the food is very good. Also, there are so many events because it's a cultural town. I like this town. I like this city because there are so many cultural events, and most of them, they are free. So you can, if you have kids, you can easily enjoy this city. And as she's not far, she's not big, you can easily walking down the street, walking down the town, and visit. You can take subway, you can take bikes, you can take taxi bikes also, like in India, this kind of
Yes.
taxi, this kind of bikes, taxi. You can take bus. Everything is do for you. You feel good. You feel safe. Not very safe, but safer than Paris. You can also go to the beach because it's not far. You can also go to Brussels in Belgium because you are just 30 minutes by the faster train from Brussels. And I love this town very, very much because you can also go to London with the Eurostar. It's not far. It's just like 1 hour 30, something like this. And Paris is just from 1 hour by the faster train. So you are really located in the crossroad. I can say Europe crossroad, and that's why I love this town, and people are very nice.
Okay, so any last words before we end?
Before we end, I really want people to do, to enjoy life, to do what they are passionate about, to dream big. If you want to do something in your life, don't let this idea down. Just follow your dream big, and that's all.
So thank you so much.
Merci
beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Et allez suivre go follow my Instagram, wawalasso.com.fr. Sorry, we are in French. And Instagram is wawalasso for my association. If you want to go on my dance Instagram, is WakaWaka Dance Academy. Because WakaWaka is not a sing from Shakira. No. It's a big mistake. WakaWaka is a song from my country, Cameroon. Actually, she took this song, and people think this song belongs to her. No. This song belongs to Cameroon. Word in Portuguese, saudade. Because when you go to Brazil, and there's something magic. I've been I've been in Rio, São Paulo, Paraty, and especially Rio. Rio is town. So when you come back in France, you feel something nostalgic. I don't know how to say in English, but
Nostalgic.
we call that saudade. It's word in Portuguese and Spanish. Porque hablo español también. Me encanta este idioma, me encanta mucho. ¿Qué voy a decir en España? Tía. Porque me encanta mucho tortilla. Él me fue a Barcelona hay un mes que me fue a Barcelona, una región que se llama, ¿cómo se llama? En el Andalucía. Las tortillas están muy buenas ahí. Entonces, la palabra que me gusta en español es tortilla. Now, French, parce que je suis française. Donc, je parle français. Ce que j'aime en français, c'est joie de vivre. Joie de vivre actually it's 3 words, but you know, joie, la joie, like joy. La joie de vivre. This word really defines me. You know, all the time I'm happy and la joie de vivre.